Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to the Queen to Queen show, Queens. Hi, I wanted to come to you because a subject matter came up to me like they asked me a question, how do you know when someone's cheating? And we generally go to how do you know when the man is cheating, right? But women cheat too. Women cheat too. I'm not going to share any, you know, I'll just say I know women cheat. um, I wanted to share this subject matter with you guys, and feel free to comment. On below. Always subscribe to my channel, Queen to Queen. And also all of my projects I got going on. I will put the link down at the bottom of this video. But yes, why do people cheat? That is like $1 million question, because if we knew the answer we would try to uh fix the situation, right? And so the quick answer is people cheat for a couple of reasons. They lose interest. They cheat because they feel like they can do better. They cheat because they've been hurt. Some people cheat because they think it's revenge, right? I'm going to get them back. They'll never know, but I'm going to do them just like how they did me, right? We don't want to be that way, right? We don't want to be that way. You want to be in a relationship where you can cheat. And I want you to listen to what I just said. You don't want to be in a relationship where you can cheat, where it's okay to cheat. I'm going to take my glasses off because um I'm getting feedback. Well, you know what I'm trying to say. They cheat because they're able to cheat in a relationship, right? You don't want that. That's not what we want. That's not what we want. You want a healthy relationship where you love that individual, and they love you, and everything is good, and you're working towards being better in the relationship. Now, relationships have problems. Hear what I say, ladies. Relationships are going to have problems. You are going to have problems in relationships, but that don't mean that you go outside of the commitment to seek a solution. You work within that relationship to make the relationship better. You do not cheat, right, on your spouse. And I'm saying spouse because or if you're in a relationship, you could be engaged or something. But I'm a traditional type of person. I believe, hey, we're dating, but we're dating towards something, to a commitment. So why do people cheat? What's in your mind that tells you I'm going to share my body with somebody else? I want to share my body with somebody else, but I'm in this committed relationship. You know, women do it too. The man can be good to them. The man can be providing for them. The man can be loyal to them, and they think they can do better, or something intrigues them, and they go to that thing and they begin to build a relationship. I saw a post on social media. I was so disgusted. This lady who was just proud that she had slept with this other woman's man, you know. And I'm thinking, what's broken in you that you think that that's okay? What's broken in you that you think it is okay to sleep with somebody else's man, or somebody else's husband, or somebody else's wife? You know, and you thinking, well, he didn't love her anyway, or she didn't. He said he ready to leave her. Then let her leave, or let him leave until he's available, and then you engage in a relationship if that's what it is. But why do people cheat? Some people say that they lose attraction for their spouse, and they go out and they stray, right? Or they don't feel appreciated or loved or valued, or they're just being treated poorly. And so here comes somebody that's going to show you love and affection, and then you engage in relationship with them. Yeah, the individual may be wrong for treating you bad, you know what I'm saying, but you still don't go out. You still honor those vows. You don't step out. People cheat. And here's a short answer, and I know I said that a few minutes ago. People cheat because they want to. Bottom line, you've been put in a situation where you're tempted, and you act on that, and you do it, right? and you cheat. Now, I have cheated before. I have cheated before. I've been in relationships and have cheated. I felt bad about it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to do it. I mean, I felt really, really bad. Like, oh man, that shouldn't have happened. And it ain't who y'all think it is. I'm gonna just say that. Put that out there. Oh, she was this. I'm talking about like, high school, nothing major, high school stuff, or whatever. You know, um, people do that. But what I'm getting at is it becomes an issue when you're in a seriously committed relationship in a marriage, for instance, and you step outside that relationship with somebody and you build a whole life with this individual, and they think you're gonna leave your spouse for them and have this life with them. They're delusional. Delusional. And let's talk about the different types of cheating. You can cheat in your mind. You can lust after somebody for years and have a whole relationship in your mind and be carried away from your spouse who is sacrificing emotionally for you, who is thinking that y'all got something good going. You can cheat emotionally in your mind with somebody. You can have companionship. Oh, that's just my friend. We just go out and have dinner, and she buy you gifts on certain days, or he buy you gifts. But that's just my friend. Or I saw this in the store and I bought it for her. That's my work wife, and playing games like that. No, you are emotionally cheating, and you need to stop. And I am going to in the coming videos that I do, series that I do for Queen to Queen, I'm going to be sharing explicitly some of my personal experience. I won't be calling nobody names or anything, but I want to reach out to women so that we ourselves can be held accountable, have better behavior, so we can be better people, men and women, but specifically women. You understand what I'm saying? Better people. Don't get in a relationship if you're not ready to commit, because now I'm gonna tell you something about women. Once you get in a relationship with women, uh we are looking for something. We think that we're in this thing, we're working towards a commitment. We're not here just to be saying you got somebody or I'm sleeping with somebody. We thinking that you are trying to make a commitment to us and you're building towards that. That's why we get in relationships. Now, men get in relationships sometimes for physical gratification, sometimes for just companionship, but they are really picky and choosy about finding a wife. It's like you got to almost tranquilize a man to marry for them to marry you. You know what I'm saying? So they don't really take it seriously. But women, we're built a little bit differently. We're more emotional, right? So yeah, cheating is a very, very, very I want to say it's almost like a pandemic. It's like infectious. You know, and I hate that I gotta say this, but I'm gonna say it. In our community with our men and women, you know, it's like you got this good woman and this good man that's doing that's willing to do the work with you, and you go out and cheat on that individual. Do you know what that does to that individual? It tears their heart out. It makes them lose hope in relationships. It makes them lose hope in their self and esteem in their self. When you cheat on somebody, you letting them know you telling them you wasn't good enough, you couldn't hold me, I got somebody better. you know it says a whole lot of negative messages to that individual. Some of it is not true, you know what I'm saying, and it makes us second guess ourselves. And my thing is, if you have to cheat, then just leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Leave, go. You know what I'm saying? Go. If I'm not good enough for you, let's talk about it. Either we're gonna work it out or you leave. You don't just, I don't understand why people do that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want me, then move on. Don't just sit here and have a whole family. I mean, I have to share. Even within my family, an individual died and a whole second family came to the funeral that none of the family members knew. But they all looked like us. And we're like, Okay, who are these people? He had a whole family, a whole nother life with somebody. That's ridiculous. Just leave. And I'm in the church, and I know we don't believe in divorce. You know what I'm saying? Unless it has to be a extreme circumstances. And I am a divorced woman. Oh, because there's just certain things I'm not going to tolerate. Now, we're going to go into sharing, and I'm not accusing nobody of anything because that wasn't the case for me. But like I say, I go back to that mental. You can be cheating in your mind. You can want something different in your mind and laying next to somebody every day and every night. You see what I'm saying? And when you get to that point, it's a couple of things you need to be doing. Either you need to talk it out, work it out, or you need to go to therapy together, or you need to leave. You know, it's not safe out here in these streets because you don't know what's going on. You know what you're gonna bring back home. There's horror stories of women contracting diseases because men went out and cheated on them, or the woman that gave the man a disease, but she just stepped out and cheated. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. It's really, that's why it's very important to be with who you want to be with, and not just be trying to make an arrangement or not be just trying to settle. Be with who you want to be with, because at the end of the day, if I commit to you and you commit to me, we're committed. We're going to be committed to work this thing out. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to be tolerating that. We're going to work this out. And in my state of the game, if I get married again, I'm not getting divorced again. We're going to work this out. It's going to be to death do you part. We're going to work this out. You have to be careful and cautious in who you engage with, and say who in a relationship with. Just changing partners every 6 months. 6 months you with somebody new. Something is broken in you. Something ain't right with you. You got some type of issue with commitment. Why do people cheat? Why do people cheat? Another reason is because they can get away with it. They can simply get away with it, and they can do it. And y'all gonna trip on me when I say this, but whatever, because y'all know I'm a church girl. They got a lust spirit on them. They lusting out of everything that crossed their path. You know what I'm saying? You don't have enough decency and respect to love the one that you with, to work that thing out, to put the spice in it that needs to be there, even if it's on her part or his part that's lacking. You fill the gap. If y'all got having a dry drought in your relationship, put the spice in there. So make an effort to make that relationship work. But to go out and cheat because you're not getting something at home, that's partly your fault as well. If you're not getting something at home and you're not being fulfilled, that could be another reason why being fulfilled. Then you need to address that with your individual, your partner. Communication. That's your source. That is your source. Your responsibility is to communicate. Hey, you ain't doing it right. I mean, I ain't trying to be vulgar, or whatever, but you ain't doing it right. You stop doing this. You stop doing that. You don't look at me the same way. You don't present yourself to appealing anymore. These are real questions. These are real things that happen in marriages, and these are real reasons why people cheat, because they don't communicate and tell the truth. Listen, I'm gonna need you to step your game up. I'm gonna need you to do some grooming. I'm gonna need you to treat me better. I'm gonna need you to romance me. I'm gonna need you to love me. I'm gonna need you to spend some time with me. That's another reason why people cheat. Lack of time with each other. You spend more time with your boys, your friends, your projects, your events, your life happenings, instead of building an intimate, close relationship with your partner and your spouse. So they feel neglected because you're not there. And then here comes Sam, who gonna talk your ear off and gonna be nice to you, and y'all build something together, and then now here you is rolling in the bed with somebody that's not your wife or your husband. That's why people cheat. Make me feel wanted, make me feel loved. Even if you ain't feeling how I got my hair today, even if you saying, dang, she'd have gained 20 weight, don't make me feel that way. Make me feel like I'm a star around here. You see what I'm saying? To make it work, because when you do that, you get a different response. They see the effort. When you do that, Your spouse sees the effort and it makes them fall in love with you even more. And then you have a healthy, nurturing relationship. Another reason why people cheat is neglect, just simply being neglect and intentionally overlooking their voice. Sometimes people are passive aggressive, so they speak indirectly. And you pick it up and you see it because you've been around your spouse long enough, but you won't acknowledge it because they didn't verbally say it. And you keep ignoring them and you keep ignoring them and you keep ignoring them. It's too soon. They're like, hey, I can go get some attention for somewhere else. And consideration is another reason why people cheat. Just being non-considerate. I'm gonna do it my way or the highway. I'm gonna do it how, and you here, we together. You're gonna accept it, and we're gonna keep on with this routine. After a while, people gonna get tired of that routine, right? And they step out and they cheat. Unfortunately, that's crazy. But I want to encourage you. I'm talking to that person right now, and you thinking this is me. Y'all having a rough drought in your marriage or relationship. The love has seemed to gone. The communication has broken down. Ain't nothing popping in the bed. I want you to stop right now. Look at this video, and I want you to take a conscious effort right now to make things better. Even if y'all just had a stop out, drag out fight, and y'all strode up hating each other right now, I want you to stop and do something romantic for your spouse. I want you to stop and love on them and apologize. I want you to send a sexy text to them, something to encourage them, to let them know that you are still wanted and I love you. And to defeat Satan's purpose, because he wants to break down the marriage institution because God ordained it. And anything that God has ordained, the enemy wants to break down, right? So we have to defeat him. There was times in my marriage where I was showing enough mad, and I felt, it may not have been true, but I felt like he don't deserve my affection. But I intentionally pushed myself and humbled myself and became submissive and loved on him because I wanted that tenderness. I wanted to harden that heart. I wanted to soften that hardness. You know what I'm saying? And I was fighting for my marriage. Even though, it didn't work out, I was fighting for it. So I would do things, that I felt I didn't necessarily have to do, that I thought should have been done to me, like plan trips, or I would, cook dinner at home. We would come home and I'd be in heels, and y'all know I wear no heels, but I would wear heels and cook dinner and have candle lights everywhere. You know what I'm saying? To encourage him and let him know you are wanted, and I'm willing to fight. And I'm willing to fight. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to see us, end, and so I did that. So I'm talking to you right now. Fight for your marriage, because you don't want to be on the other side of somebody cheating on you. You don't want to be the cheater. That's a horrible place to be, to know that you have cheated, that you have did something to somebody that you say you love. You have been disloyal and you have shared your body with somebody that's not your spouse. You don't want that. You know, that's a horrible feeling, right? You don't want to be that person. So I say to you, fight. Why do people cheat? They cheat because they can. They cheat because they are being neglectful. They cheat because they feel like they're not wanted and they're not loved. They cheat because they have a lust spirit. We're just going on a review of what we discussed. You know what I'm saying? Um, and it's horrible. Cheating is horrible. Cheating is of the devil. Cheating is not a fad. It's not a trend. It's not something you do when you get high. It ain't something you do because your boys do it. It ain't something you do because it's popular. It's horrible. It's horrible. And it means a couple of things. One thing, it can mean that you done made the wrong choice of who you with. Maybe you need to make another better choice. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what was that? Oh, that startled me. That's my brother. But yeah, let's be mature, people. You know what I'm saying? Let's be mature and stop cheating. Stop cheating. Communicate. Love on who you with. You decided to marry this person. You did it. You took those vows. Now give them the respect that you will want somebody to give you and fight for it, right? Okay, this is your queen, Queen Clayleen, talking to you, queen to queen. Follow me, subscribe on YouTube, queen to queen, and I will be coming, every day. Works every day, but I'll be coming with shows with little nuggets like this, and we're gonna tackle a whole lot of subject matters. And I will be having live shows with my other queens, sharing things with you guys. Stay tuned. Stay tuned to this show. This is a new show. We're getting into the trenches and we're getting familiar with just how to move on YouTube and all that good stuff. So bear with me, okay? But there's going to be some more good stuff coming your way. All right. I'm so glad that you tuned in. Subscribe and just rock with me. Rock with me for a minute, okay? You will be pleasantly surprised and pleased and entertained. Okay. You guys have a blessed day. And this is your queen saying, be great.